environment or the second part of our conference. And now, building a culture of security, we'll have Elviss Strazdiņš Digital Security Center, and he's the member of the board there.
Čau, čau visiem! Esmu Elviss.
Hello, my name is Elviss Strazdiņš. Maybe some of you have seen me somewhere on social networks. I often talk about security issues, and today I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to speak to you as employers, and I'm going to warn you about the typical attacks. Are you going to suffer from all of those attacks? Certainly no, but most of you will most probably suffer some of those attacks. These are all real cases. I am regularly contacted by actual victims who have suffered, and almost all of those examples will have been experienced in Latvia, and the minor part only comes from abroad. The first thing, whenever you destroy some data, be careful of how you do that. There was a company in Latvia who received an email with a request to pay money because as they moved to new premises, they had, well, this was a healthcare institution, and all the patient data they simply threw out. And some homeless person had found these documents. And from one homeless person to another, these documents arrived to a lawyer who wanted to get some money. But this could have caused major consequences for the company. Why I'm telling you this? Up to 60% from SMEs who suffer from some kind of cyber attacks, well, nowadays it is difficult to say where a cyber attack starts and ends, because most of those attacks are actually targeted at human brain. But 60% of those companies goes bankrupt within 6 months. So whenever you come to me or some other specialists, when you come for our help, it is already too late because you are going to go bankrupt within 6 months. So please remember and listen carefully to all I say today. Once I was contacted by a woman who said that someone on behalf of her is trying to squeeze some money from their relatives. But speaking again about destroying paper, use P6 paper cutters. Do not tear paper with hand. You can also burn, of course, but I don't think you could do that. But speaking about this cyber attack and the woman, we learned that she had disposed of her technology device at a collection point, and she had disposed of her device without checking that she has destroyed all her pins and codes and access devices. And some person came to me and said, well, prove me that you can do this to my device. We are going to do some mock-up. So they picked up some 20 mobile phones, and I managed to crack the 8th phone. And we actually learned that the user of this device had been looking for information relating to buying drugs, information relating to other kind of criminally punishable actions. But also, so be careful of not only how you store data, but also how you destroy data. Speaking about USB, I am very fond of this trick. I'm just going to show you it. Here I have a small little box full of vicious things, and one of those things is such a cable. So actually, if you connect this cable to your phone or your computer, there is a small computer inside with a small Wi-Fi module with a storage unit. And if you connect this cable to your computer, it can do many things to your computer. And I'm going to show you this. Once I showed this cable to one of my friends, and he said, "Ah, yeah, I see. It's not an Apple because the quality is rather poor." And what's the accident? I accidentally mixed them up. And well, let's be honest. These cables are unrecognizable in some certain situations. And if you connect it to your computer will be completely exposed. So this is a computer. If you do not believe me, so you can see, I'm going to unlock it using my face. Yes, so a computer. And now I'm going to connect this cable to plug it in. And now the cable starts to do its job. So it waits a bit first, or maybe no. Of course, whenever I have to show it, there is this probability of not working. I think this computer has actually learned to ignore this cable. But yes, actually, whenever my wife uses this for charging her phone, she asks whether I can use it or not, because they are rather similar. Yes, unfortunately, my computer is dead now. So during presentation, I'm going to restart it and show you it later. Speaking about maybe it was the cable who killed my computer. Well, it would be actually possible. So it is preferably that your company has 2 Wi-Fi networks and never give your guests the password for your network, only for the guest network. And not because they could be bad people who would like to harm you, but there are viruses, and the telephones and computers may contain such viruses that could attempt to crack all of your computers and devices that are connected to your network. So avoid these risks and never give out your passwords. Speaking about booking, and the moderator already mentioned it, maybe some of you have received such message from the booking platform that we have received your payment, but there's some problem. Please enter your data. And this is the message the client receives. And this is more concerned with clients. But is there anyone who represents hotels or who work at a hotel? No. But how can it happen that someone on behalf of a hotel can make up such a message? So this person, they can register a hotel. They can register this hotel. And this scammer can register a fake hotel, and they send a card and saying that, oh, can I arrive at this hotel if I take this route? And they open this email and says, yes, the route is correct, but actually this attachment was a virus that installed a malicious software that is now going to crack the company. And whenever your company will be cracked, you will never receive an email or telephone call with a message that, hey, you are cracked now. And for many years, you can remain unaware of the fact that you have actually been cracked. And One of the options that you can use to avoid the situations is to switch on the lockdown mode on your Android device. And this mode will switch off and eliminate many opportunities for your account to be cracked. And it will not disturb your everyday activities. The only inconvenient thing is that whenever you will have to copy a link from an SMS, you will have to do it with your hand. But switching this mode on will make you more secure, because it is clear that you will be one of the possible victims or targets in the future. Another event where a hacker cracked an email account because the two-factor authentication was not used, and this cracker did not inform the company, was also another case that I was requested to investigate. So here, and now you can see, and your computer is cracked. Actually, by connecting one cable, yes. So this message says that your computer was cracked, and actually I didn't do anything. I just plugged in a cable. And your email passwords can be stolen in this way. And if you do not use two-factor authentication, you cannot know about that even. And one big invoice, and this original invoice can be deleted. It can be altered, sent again, and you can open this email and pay. And why are we showing here this authentication window of one particular bank? Is that the bank has no obligation to check if the name of the account holder matches and coincides. And I do not want to say that this is a bad thing that these banks do. They are telling that they are warning their clients. But sometimes banks check these names if these are outgoing payments and they are going out to abroad. But so please be aware that your payment will be made even if the name of the account holder is not correct. So therefore, use two-factor authentication at all instances in all places. In Ukraine, one of the attacks by Russian, where one hospital was disconnected from the system and actually people were dying, was just because the doctors didn't use a two-factor authentication. So this is an issue of your companies and your state's security. In Slovakia, there was a case where a politician talked to a press representative about the possibility of buying voices in elections. But this recording was actually a deep fake, and the deep fakes is the method how more and more attacks will become. So you may think that these are robots that are learning something, but this is actually deep faking in practice. This is an array of commands where a robot is trained. In Hong Kong, there was a case where a person was called by a financial manager of the company, and actually the number shown on the phone was the correct one, but actually it can be replaced by anything. I can name my phone Latvian Bank, the Bank of Latvia, for example. But the person says that, no, this is not how we do things, so we will not transfer this money. And this deepfake video said that, let's make a Zoom video call and we'll give you the reasons why this money should be transferred. And there were many people joined in the Zoom video call. This is my imagination how this could have happened. And the person met all those persons in Zoom. Yes, there are the accountants, there's the financial manager. And imagine this is the case, that the person there in the corner is real one, but all others are deep fake images. So you have to have your internal policy, how transfers are made, and no Zooms, no other routes can be replaced. That's why we need bureaucracy. And now I want to show you a wish. I encourage all employers in Latvia to introduce the Minions Day to allocate pets to the employees. And for those who will do that first ones, I will personally write a Christmas greeting card and send you by mail. So remember, this is the worst technology. This is the very beginnings of this technology, and even today there are more realistic deepfake videos. So be careful. I was Elviss Strazdiņš, and I hope I managed to tell you some important facts.